Ito ang inyong lingkod na nagbabalik upang magbigay ng mga balitang walang bias at pawang katotohanan lamang. Ito ang Bayang Pinas. Ang isyong ito ay naging usap-usapan sa buong bansa at iba't ibang social media platforms. Ngunit bago tayo tumungo sa video ay tayo po muna ay magbasa ng ating mga komento or mga komento at mga hinaing ng ating mga netizen at mga mamamayan. Abante, kitang-kita naman kung sino ang nagwawaldas ng pera ng bayan. Paki-include sana sa salin mo yung bulletproof mong sasakyan, pati mamahalin mong relo at mga iba pang mamahalin mong gamit para patas, hindi yang kung makaasta ka dyan, inahalal ka lang ng mga congressman, akala mo na mga bata kung itrato mo ang mga kaharap mo dyan. Kung tutuusin, mas kagalang-galang pa sila kaysa sayo at matataas pa accomplishment sa buhay ng mga yan kaysa sayo. Dapat kung abante yun din gagawin ninyo sa pondo nyo nasa proper expenditure din. Nabasa ko dito sa comments, bakit maraming negative sa'yo? Siguro sa salita ka lang magaling, sa pundo waldas din. Congressman Abante, the main reason why insurgency prospered is because of government neglect for development in the countryside. Even if students memorize the Bible, if they continue to wallow in hunger, insurrection, or insertion, problem will not cease if Congress will not craft laws to address the basic problems of our people. Walk barefoot, sir, with your peers in Congress, not inside aircon cars. Dapat mga congressman, dapat tanggalan ng budget. Mga walang kwenta ang tinatalakay. Sa hearing, dapat yung duran-duran, dapat ang imbestigahan nila. Saan kinuha ang punang gastusan ng duran-duran? 39 million. Bilang magulang, maganda talaga na tuloy-tuloy ang confidential funds ng DepEd para mas panatag ang mga magulang na masusubaybayan ng gobyerno ang kaligtasan ng mga kabataang mag-aaral. Pera naman ng bayan, bakit ipagkakait ninyo? Yung mag-teacher sa high school and mga instructor or professor of students sa elementary, high school, and college are left learning. Recruitment are more prevalent in UP campuses and PUP. Why not allow police to go inside UP? The reason why DepEd launched Youth Summit is to preempt the recruitment of college students. Yes, high school and elementary students are already targeted early on. Until the youth, when they reach college, are already hyped and his or her anger and or disappointment in government are exploited further. Your brand of kind of politics are the best recruiting slogan or battle cry for would-be student activists and later NPA cadre. The kind of politicians like you are one of the problem, stirring the seemingly right social issue to be wrong because of politics like this OVP, CF, and IF usage. Well, para nga sa kabuang detalye at impormasyon ay panoorin na lamang ang buong video at salamat na rin sa ating mga solid viewers sa walang sawang pagsuporta. At kung bago naman sa ating channel ay syempre huwag kakalimutang mag-subscribe, pindutin ang notification bell, piliin na rin ang all upang laging maging updated sa mga balitang bago, totoo at walang bias dito sa channel ng bayan, ang Bayang Pinas. Huwag din pong kakalimutang mag-iwan ng like at i-share ang ating mga videos. Muli po maraming salamat and God bless.
Honorable Benny Abante.
Just a few questions before we wrap up. No?
Yes, please continue.
Ako naman talaga taga-wrap up kahit sa kwet ko man. Anyway, sa atin pong military, no? For example, Major General Bajau. Alright. Ano pa? Sa elementary and high school natin, matindi ba ang problema sa insurgency?
Major General Bahaw, Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
Major General Bahaw, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your Honor, ang problema ng insurhensiya po ay nandyan pa. Although sa buong Pilipinas po, and I can only speak for Bicol region na nire-represent ko bilang dating commander, ay pababa na po to.
Okay, na generally speaking, Major Bajau, alam ko Bicol lang, no? Are you a Bicolano?
No, Mr. Chair,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Sa Bicol ko lang. Pero I think that even Yusik Mempin could be able to say this. Matindi ba ang problema sa insurgency sa high school and elementary o hindi na? Sapagkat hindi na.
Pababa na po siya,
Pababa
Your
na.
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Gano'n po baba, for example? Ilang percent? Gano'n po baba?
I can only speak for the 9th Infantry Division, Your Honor. Meron kaming dating 8 guerrilla fronts. Ngayon, mag-isa na lang po ang naiwan na weekend guerrilla front. So, ganun kababa na po.
Meron pa ba tayong mga NPA na mga sundalo na mga minor de edad? Marami pa ba?
Sa pagkangayon po, Your Honor, wala po kaming na sasagupa sa aking kapanahunan po.
Wala na. So ibig sabihin, mas mataas ang ang issue ng insurgency sa college. Sa college, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Therefore, hindi DepEd, dapat CHED. Tama ako mali.
Your Honor, we categorize the youth po na 15 to 30 years old po. Kasama dito yung mga ibang high school students po.
Ganito na lang yon. If DepEd would have a subject lang kayong mga DepEd family, please listen to me. I say this. Kung meron kayong subject sa high school for example, on anti-insurgency campaign, on the evils of communism and atheism, mas maganda, di ba? Tama ako, Mr. Masayak.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi na kailangan pa yung youth summit na binabanggit ninyo na ginagastusan ng confidential fund ng DepEd. Oo. Ngayon, sa college pwede. Sapagkat meron tayong UP, meron tayong PUP. Oo. O meron tayong pamantasan sa lungsod ng Maynila na yan, pwede pa maging breeding place ng insurgency yan eh. Di ba? So therefore, it must be CHED. It must be CHED that should connect with the DND as far as the anti-insurgency campaign should be done. Am I right? Major Bajao.
You're right, Your Honor.
Okay, Yusek Mimpin. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
O, ganun na lang gawin natin, DepEd. Magkaroon lang tayo ng subject on anti-insurgency sa ating high school, communism and atheism, no? And let us just, siguro kinakailangan na rin natin na atin nang i-promote yung talagang for the love of God and country sa DepEd, no? Ganon din sa CHED. Siguro yan ang kinakailangan gawin natin ngayon. O ito naman, sa COA naman, no? Itong inyong joint circular is a joint circular that have been written na ang kasama dito, DBM, DALG, DND, Governance Commission for GOCC, and Commission on Audit. Am I right?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Yun. Walang DepEd dito eh.
Tama po.
Walang DepEd. So, ibig sabihin, kayong mga sa audit, Commission on Audit, should realize na wala ang DepEd dito. Hindi kasama. Ibig sabihin, hindi dapat magkaroon ng confidential fund ang DepEd in the first place. Hindi dapat magkaroon. And that should have been made improper. Oo. Di ba? O nakalagay dito, the utilization of such funds is generally confidential and classified by nature, which requires not only strong internal controls in the release and utilization thereof, but also strict accounting and auditing rules to prevent mishandling or improper application of the funds, of which COA has neglected. Attorney,
Mr. Chair.
what is your comment on that?
Attorney Camora.
Mr. Chair, actually po we are...
Binasa ko lang yung nakalagay dito.
Opo, we are currently in talks with the same agencies po na i-amend na po ang joint circular.
Oo.
So, ongoing na po yung talks about the amendment. And I think subject na rin po ito yata. Kasama siya sa court case, so hindi po.
O kayong mga nasa COA, Director, therefore, kung naniniwala tayo dito sa nakalagay sa circular na ito, then COA should strictly account and audit, yan ang nakalagay to prevent mishandling or improper application of the funds. We are now requesting in this committee, Mr. Chair, na gawin nyo na ito. Attorney, Mr. Chair,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
gawin nyo na ito.
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Di ba? Please, gawin nyo na yung nakalagay dito.
Yes, Mr.
Para maulit natin to, malaman po ng taong bayan to. Ito, nakalagay sa Joint Circular number 2015-01, January 8, 2015 to nailabas. Ito nakalagay. The utilization of such funds is generally confidential and classified by nature, which requires not only strong internal controls. Yan. Una yan in the release and utilization thereof. Number 2, but also strict accounting and auditing rules to prevent mishandling or improper application of the funds. And this is the work of COA. Am I right?
Yes po, Mr.
So,
Chair.
Mr. Chair, we are requesting that COA should now do what they should do to implement this joint circular right now. Because you have always been telling us that you're always mentioning the joint circular, and because of that nakakalusot yung mga tinatawag nating rentals na yan. Nakakalusot. Walang attachment, walang particulars, hindi malaman kung paano ginamit yan. Bakit yung 78 days na yan, 5 million lamang, pero bakit yung 11 days, 16 million? My goodness, kahit sinong kausapin nyo, kahit hindi marunong na mathematics, sabihin nila, aba, ang taas naman ito. Di ba? Kahit hindi marunong magbasa at magsulat niyan. Pag nakita yung mga figures na yan, ba't ganun? Bakit ganun? Listen, COA, lahat tayo rito, tandaan po natin na ang taong bayan pa rin ang makapangyarihan dito. And the thing is this, we still would like to say this, that we are not a government of men, we are a government of laws, and therefore every law must be implemented properly. And I would like to please suggest to COA, tingnan nyo na maigi ito, and please implement the ruling in the joint circular. Nakita ko at nabasa ko you're using it, therefore gawin nyo ang dapat mangyari dyan sapagkat strict accounting and auditing.
Yes,
Tama ho
Mr.
ba ako?
Yes po, Mr.
Gawin
Chair.
natin. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Yun lamang.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Senior Deputy Speaker Don
Chairman,
Gonzales.
based on this joint circular, can I have my manifestations? The joint circular needs improvement in terms of evidence of payments and to allow COA to check safe houses, other agreements to ensure validity of the payments. And the joint circular is already 9 years old. Tama mo ba? 9 years old na?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, and needs to update at this point in time, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Before I recognize Congressman Flores, may tanong lang po ako. Since hindi po kasama dito sa joint circular ang DepEd at ang OBP, does it follow na hindi sila covered nitong joint circular?
Hindi naman po, Mr. Chair. Ang covered po ng kung sino ang may confidential funds ay yung binigyan po ng Kongreso po natin.
Okay.
Ito lang po yung mga nag-craft ng
Joint circular.
may kanya-kanyang role po kasi like si DBM po, sila po yung sa grant Tapos, yung utilization, I think it's more on the ND and DILG since sila po yung involved talaga. And yung audit part po is yung part ng COA.
Okay. The chair would like to recognize the Honorable Jonathan Flores.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'm just asking about the spouses Fajarda because they've been mentioned several times during the interpellation of other members. And I was informed by the COMSEC that there was a letter executed by Sunshine Fajarda declining the invitation of this committee, Mr. Chair, on the ground that her position has nothing relevant to contribute to the current investigation. But I think, Mr. Chair, that should be for us to decide whether or not it should be relevant or not. Now, so, with that letter declining our invitation, Mr. Chair, I move that we issue a show cause order, Mr. Chair, to determine subpoena ad Destipagando, Mr. Chair, to compel the presence of Sunshine Fajarda, Mr. Chair.
Is there any second to the motion? Duly seconded.
Second.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried. May we request the COMSEC to issue a subpoena ad testificandum to Sunshine Fajarda as well as lookout inclusion in the lookout bulletin order request. Tapos na kanina eh.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The Honorable Jervil Luistro is recognized.
Mr. Chair, it was clearly established that the certification issued by the AFP was used by DepEd to justify the payment of reward to informers. I just want to have this last question for the AFP. When you issued the certification, were you aware that this will be used to justify the 15 million payment of rewards by the DepEd? Can we hear from Major General Bahaw?
Yes, ma'am. May I be recognized, Mr. Chair? Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
Major General Bahjaw.
Of all the letters or certifications issued to DepEd for use
The
segmenting.
question, General, is whether you were aware that the certification will be used to justify the 15 million reward to informers.
We are
by the
not,
DepEd.
ma'am.
You are not aware.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we hear from Colonel Panopio?
Mr. Chairman, Your Honor, we are
Colonel
not aware.
Panopio, you're recognized.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Chairman.
Were
Your
you
Honor,
aware?
We are not aware, Your Honor.
You were not aware? Colonel Boransing.
Colonel Buransing, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We were not aware, Mr. Chair.
Colonel Sandangan.
Colonel Sandangan, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We were not aware, ma'am.
In other words, Mr. Chair, without the knowledge of the AFP, the certification was issued to DepEd to be able to justify the 15 million that was used allegedly for the payment of reward. To this point, Mr. Chair, we're not even sure whether that money was indeed paid as reward to the informers. Mr. Chair, to call the attention of the COA, I just want to share this very enlightening jurisprudence, Jover versus Field Investigation Office. By turning a blind eye to the irregularities in the allocation and disbursement of public funds, petitioner condoned a practice that deprived many of her countrymen of funds which could have been used for projects to help improve their livelihood. It is not enough that we have submitted ourselves to the loose and relaxed requirement of the Joint Circular 2015-01.
Only from the information that I got, nakiusap ka pa na ma-retain dun sa DepEd.
No,
But
hindi
the
po.
administration did not allow it. But anyway,
Yusek Densing, may I remind you to please address the chair.
I apologize, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you.
anyway, that is another matter. Kailan po kayo na appoint sa DepEd, Mr. Dinsing?
Effective, yung document is July 18, 2022. and I acted as Chief of Staff until December 31, 2022.
July 18, 2022 to September 30, 2024.
Apa.
So, yung first appointment mo, pagpasok mo sa DepEd, anong binigay na position sa iyo?
Until December 31, Chief of Staff muna po ako. Dahil ina-arrange
Staff.
pa yung mga bagong appointees at the time. I was the first appointee at the time, Your Honor.
No, when you entered July 18, were you appointed as Chief of Staff, Undersecretary?
Undersecretary, Chief of Staff, yes.
Undersecretary.
Chief of Staff, yes.
Undersecretary for what?
Chief of Staff.
So concurrent yun, Undersecretary and Chief of Staff.
Tama po. That was the first position.
You
at the
served
time.
then as Chief of Staff of Vice President Sara.
Tama po yan, as of December 31.
So sabay kayong pumasok.
Ahead lang ba siya? By July 1 po siya. Ako July 18 officially.
Aside from the DepEd portfolio, ano pang government service na napasukan mo na?
Prior to DepEd, I was DILG Undersecretary.
From what year?
From 2018 to 2022, and I entered the DILG as Assistant Secretary for Plans and Programs from 2016 to 2018.
Prior to the ILG appointment,
I was from the private sector, Your Honor.
so in short, as a government public servant, you only served as DILG Assistant Secretary and DepEd Undersecretary.
Tama po yan. 8 years in total, Your Honor.
Aside from being a Chief of Staff, ano pa bang ang designation sa inyo?
Nung first 6 months po in office, yun lang po. Then when the Matatag agenda was formulated, the four reform areas included infrastructure. So by January 31, during the basic education report, I was announced to take care of the infrastructure strand, newly created, Your Honor.
So what does that cover? You were in charge of the school infrastructure and facilities.
Tama po yun.
Is this a division or the department? Or a program? Ano bang ibig sabihin nitong
It's
school?
a strand, Your Honor, like the curriculum and teaching strand, like the administration strand. So it's a policy level position, Your Honor.
So what covers, anong mandato mo dito sa school infrastructure and facilities?
It's to create policy on how infrastructure should be made, creating the long-term strategic direction. Nagkaroon kami ng comprehensive school infrastructure development plan for 2030. Then, coordination with DPWH because the implementer of the new construction of DepEd is DPWH, not DepEd.
Were you involved in the procurement of the school buildings?
No, Your Honor.
But you were in charge of the allocation of the budget of the school buildings.
The identification, Your Honor. We have a committee to do that.
And ikaw ang in charge doon sa identification.
Ako po ang in charge, pero sabihin, I had a committee created for the identification.
Okay, ano ba ang mga programs doon sa school infrastructure and facilities?
So it includes, Your Honor, new construction implemented by the DPWH. Then we have the school furnitures implemented by the regional offices. And we have the last mile school, electrification, water systems, and implemented by the division offices.
So if you started in 2022, in short, you handled the budget for 2023 and also for 2024, hindi po ba? For the school buildings.
For the 2023 po, hindi po. The school buildings was under the administration strand. So I only took over 2023.
What was the budget? What was the budget of the 2023 school building program?
The original budget was 5.9 billion. Yun po ang nasa NEP. And
That was for 2023.
23 po. I-explain ko yung original po. 5.9 billion sa NEP. It was only limited to 5th and 6th class municipality. Then paglabas po ng GAA, nadagdagan po ng 9.7 billion. So a total of 15.6 billion, 2023 GAA.
For 2024?
2024, sa NEP po is 19.7. When the GAA came out, it became 24.7 billion for 2024.
So i-cover din ng SIF yung Basic Education Facilities Fund Programs, hindi po ba?
Opo, tama po yun.
So under din sa'yo yun,
Ang alin po yung?
yung BEFF, the
Opo.
Basic Education
When you say
Facilities
BFF,
and
that's the
Programs.
total infrastructure program.
But there is a discrepancy. Ang sabi mo kanina, 19.7 billion ang
NEP.
allocated.
NEP.
But it states here that in the 2023 GAA, the amount of 23,417,897 pesos was appropriated in the GAA for 2023.
Your Honor, that's BFF. So that includes new construction, which is 15.6 billion, my electrification, my water system, my repairs, around 4.9 billion, and I think last mile school. So a total of 23 billion, Your Honor.
So you were the one in charge for the identification.
Tama po yun.
Aside from the identification, ano pa ba ang mandato mo as a undersecretary? What exactly is your designation? Undersecretary for what? For operations, for administration?
Starting 2023, Undersecretary for School Infrastructure and Facilities, starting 2023.
So, sakop mo nga lahat ng mga school buildings.
Tama po, tama po.
Okay. So, you were the ones who decided sinong bibigyan ng school buildings kasi sabi mo kanina, ikaw ang nag-identify. So, you were the ones, kasi ang proseso po niyan, nagpapadala yung mga school superintendent division or rather the schools division in each district or in each province. They have proposals for the repair, for the construction, and it goes to your office. And then, ikaw ang nag-identify sinong popondohan. Dahil hindi naman pwedeng pondohan lahat, hindi po ba?
Tama po, tama po.
Correct.
Pero for this purpose, Your Honor, I made sure that it is equitably allocated. That's why in August 4, 2023, we created a National Technical Working Group composed of 4 area managers, members of Education Facilities Division, merong operation strand na outside there's a SIF strand para ho fair ang allocation and based on needs. And there's a criteria. The criteria is 70% should be allocated to those which are in makeshifts, yung talagang walang classroom from the very beginning, and 30% allocated dun sa may shortage, kagaya ng 2 shifts, 3 shifts, yung po shortage po yun. So nakafocus
Mr.
po
Chair,
dun.
merong committee na nagde-decide
Tama po yun.
kung sinong bibigyan ng allocation.
Opo.
Based on the proposed list of the divisions. Hindi
Tama
po
po.
ba?
We assume na validated na rin siya.
So in short, ikaw talaga ang nagde-decide kung sinong binibigyan.
Once na nagawa na listahan ng yung komite, I just accept it as is because I assume that they follow the criteria that we set.
But I think you're the one who is really deciding because if I recall, during the budget hearing, Mr. Chair, for 2023, ang pinadala po ni Mr. Dinsing during the party consultations, pinadala ng DepEd during the party consultations, if you remember, for every budget hearings, before the pre-plenary budget hearings, may pinapadala po ng mga representative, in most cases it's the secretary. I recall in 2023, during the budget deliberations, kayo ang pinadala na regarding sa mga school buildings.
Tama po yun. I remember that was, I think, 3rd week of August 21 or 22. Tapos at that time, tapos na po yung listahan na ginawa ng National Technical Working Group. I think the list was supposed to be around 15.1 billion. Yun po ang pinresent namin sa consultation.
So in short, you really have a big role. You have the big role in identifying and allocating funds for the different divisions with regards to school buildings. Hindi po ba?
Tama po, tama po.
Ngayon, ang tanong ko, in the 2024 budget or the National Expenditure Program, there was an allocation for Surigao del Sur, in fact, 2 districts. One in the amount of 103 million pesos for, if I'm not mistaken, Tagbina National High School, and another 70 million pesos for Barubo National High School. But